Hi guys, welcome back to Miss Educate, and today we are going to learn how to add together two-digit numbers using expanded column addition. This is the step before you would use what we call traditional compact column addition. That's the kind of method that your parents will have learned at school. Learning this method before it helps us understand the other method. Let's get stuck into it. Let's look at what happens when we add together 23 and 45 using this method. Let's look at what happens when we partition those numbers. Oops, have you forgotten what partitioning means? Remember, partitioning is when you pull that number apart into its tens and ones, or hundreds, tens and ones if you're looking at a three-digit number. So here we would pull apart the 23, we would have two tens and three ones, 20 and 3. And the 45 we would pull apart to have a 40 and a 5. There they are. Make sure that your tens and your units are in the right columns. Often a mistake we make is muddling this up and then you come out with the wrong answer. So just double check that. Check that you have pulled them into the right columns. Next step, we always start with adding the units together, and there is a reason for that. I will explain that reason a little bit more clearly later, but we must always start with the units column or the ones column. Let's add those together first. Can you add together 3 and 5? Always start with a big number and count on. So 5 add 3, which is, that's right, that's 8. We then move to the tens column and have a look at what we've got going on over there. Well, we've got a 40 and a 20 and we need to add them together. And if you can count in tens, then you should be able to do that fairly easily. 40, 50, 60. That's right. 40 and 20 is 60. Okay, so we've added our units, or ones, and we've added our tens, and we have a 60 and an 8. Now, this is so simple, this part. All you have to do is use your place value skills. Have you remembered them? Are they there in your math skill tool belt? Move that 8 into the ones column, and we have our final answer of 68. Well done. That's great. So simple, isn't it? I knew you could do it. Let's try a different number. Let's try 23 and 69. This method now is going to show you what we add together the ones columns first. Okay, a little bit of a hint there, a little bit of a tip. Don't forget, partition them into their tens and ones. So 20 and 3, 60 and 9. Starting with the ones column again. 9 add 3, 12. What do we have here? Got the arrow pointing at it there. Yeah, adding those ones together there has created for us an extra 10. And we've got to do something with that extra 10. We can't just ignore it. It is there, and we need to make sure we don't forget to add that extra 10 to our tens column. But it's easy. The more you practice it, the more you'll be able to do it. There it is underneath the tens column, just so we don't forget about it. Then you just carry on with the same method as before. Adding together the 60 and the 20, counting on in tens to do that, 60, 70, 80. Don't forget the extra 10, that will make 90. There we have it. And then it's the same as before, using place value skills. We know that the 90 and the 2, if we put them together, put that 2 into its ones place next to the 9, then you will have your answer of 92. Let's try a different one. Let's try 57 add 24. Now this time I want you to pause the video and I want you to see if you can remember the method. Okay, just try. If you get stuck, well, come back and look at what I'm doing. But give it a go first. Have a little bit of confidence in yourself. Welcome back. Let's see if your method looks like mine. Or if you got stuck, let's see where you got stuck. And you'll go, oh yeah, that's right. I remember what to do now. Partitioning first into 50 and 7, 20 and 4. Adding the units together first. That's 7 and 4, that makes 11. We've got that extra 10 again. Don't forget it when you're adding together those tens. Okay, counting on from the biggest 10 of 50, counting on you get 20 add 50 is 70. Don't forget that 10 underneath, and that gives us our 80. And then of course, we use our place value skills to put the 80 and the 1 together, and we end up with 81. If you managed to do the whole method independently there, well done you. I knew you could do it. If you struggled a little bit, well, everybody struggles when they're learning a method for the first time. So of course, you just keep practicing. If you want to keep practicing, then why don't you look for my free worksheet in the comments below, and that will help you to really make sure that you really understand the method. Practice it over and over. Well done, guys. Today you have learned how to add together 2-digit numbers using expanded column addition, and you have done fabulously well. Give me a like if you enjoyed it and it was useful, and please subscribe for future videos. See you soon.